Good afternoon. I'm Michael O'Keefe, District Attorney for the Cape and Islands, and with me is Chief Michael Almonte of the Yarmouth Police Department. Sunday evening at about 10 o'clock, the Yarmouth Police were called to a location off of South Shore Drive in South Yarmouth, and there observed an individual obviously injured in a pickup truck type vehicle. A rescue was called. The individual was transported to the Cape Cod Hospital, where he was pronounced dead shortly after his arrival. The medical examiner has taken the body, and an autopsy is being performed today. We can confirm that it appears to be a gunshot wound to the head as an apparent cause of death. And Yarmouth Police and the State Police Detective Unit assigned to the District Attorney's Office are conducting the investigation. We are asking a person who was walking a black dog in the area of this little drive-in off of South Shore Drive and up the road a bit from the hotels that are situated along there. And there is a little driveway where you pull off the road. There is a area of scrub pine and brush, and then a steps that leads down to the beach area. So that's the area that we're referring to. And at about 10 in the evening, there was an individual, it is reported to us, a white male, approximately 5'8", 5'9", somewhere in that range, who was wearing a baseball-type hat and walking a black dog. And we would like very much for that person to contact the Yarmouth Police Department and identify themselves for the police to just be able to speak with them. In addition, the individual who is the victim of this incident is Joseph F., as in Frank, Tomaselli, Jr., with a date of birth of August the 28th of 1984. We are very interested in learning from anyone out in the public where Mr. Tomaselli may have spent his evening hours on Sunday, and even going back into Sunday afternoon and Sunday morning. So any individuals that might have information with respect to those issues, we're asking that they call the Yarmouth Police Department. And Chief, could you give a number that would be best for them to call in to with respect to those issues?
The best number to call will be 775-0445 and ask for Sergeant Chuck Peterson. That's Sergeant Chuck Peterson, 775-0445.
Extension 134.
Extension 134. Thank you, Lieutenant.
Are there any questions? And to the extent that I can answer them, I'll try, but we're going to, be careful about what we say. We're in the early stages of this investigation. But any questions?
Can you say, sorry, go ahead, John.
Can you tell us where the gunshot wound was?
The head.
Can you say who discovered the body or how it was discovered?
I'm not going to go into that at this point.
I'd like to commend the extraordinary effort between the Mass State Police and the Yarmouth police officers in the initial stages of this investigation. And again, a special thanks for the excellent work of the Yarmouth Fire Department, who responded and helped us out throughout the initial incident.
At this point, can you say there is a suspect or not a suspect?
Well, this is such an early stage of the investigation. I wouldn't say that, Matt. Yes, sir.
Do you believe there's a danger just to average folks who live in the area or around because of this crime?
Well, in response to that, I would only say something that I've said, many times in these kind of scenarios. Most homicides are committed by people who are known to the victim. And there isn't anything about this case and the circumstances of this case that would suggest that that sort of rule of thumb isn't applicable here. So, while, and this question always comes up when there's an event like this, and appropriately so, but I would just say to the public, you have to be, careful, but there's nothing in this scenario that would suggest that there's some stranger on the loose that's committing these kinds of acts against random individuals. No.